A scary thing can be, for some people, the neutral safety switch on your street car or truck or your race car. And for good reason. Having your car take off in gear when you're not behind the wheel. Yeah, that's indeed scary. If you fall into this category, you need to install a neutral safety switch and be safe. And as you can see by this neutral safety switch that came with our B&M shifter, it's never been connected. So we're going to rectify that. You install a new shifter. There's the switch right there, but not many people connect it. And that switch right there usually controls the backup lights too. So I have a separate switch for backup lights on this car, but I can easily move it on over and hook it to that. And so every time the shifter goes in reverse, reverse lights will go on and it won't start in gear. I know for a fact that if you do anything with NHRA, even Friday night drag racing for brackets, I'm pretty sure the tech inspectors make sure your neutral safety switch is working, because you know, around the pits it's dangerous. Car takes off on somebody, who knows, you know, children, elderly people, dogs. So it's a good idea to have that working correctly. See, now it comes with the shifter and it's right there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to connect that bad boy. So we will have a neutral safety switch in this car. And the bonus is backup lights. Alrighty. Good deal. What we are proposing to do in this neutral safety switch test is to install one on a GM, and that neutral safety switch that you saw on that B&M shifter in the panel before this one is the GM setup, and we're gonna put it in with a relay. And like I say, this is a test. And it's a circuit with a twist because of the relay. However, you know, we like to experiment with things around here. And the real reason we're doing it is because it was there. No other reason, really. Just love to experiment. So here's a look at our planned circuitry. This is a switch right here. It is a, you know, it's a single throw, but it's got 3 terminals on it: power, accessory, and ground. The reason for the 3 is that there's a light. So at night, this will light up. So you know when you're driving the vehicle that it's on and working. The A terminal, which is ACC, which stands for accessory, that's where the power goes out. So on the GM, because we're doing one Ford and one GM, this is probably going to be the way the Ford is set up with this switch, which really you can say is the ignition switch. Same thing. And we're going to fuse it. We're going to run from the battery to a number 10 stud on the firewall. And then we're going to come in through the firewall and we're going to fuse it right here. And we're going to run from the relay 30, terminal 30. We're going to put that in line. So if anything happens, it kicks this fuse, the relay won't be damaged and the switch won't be damaged. So then what we're going to do is, you know, 86 is power, 85 is ground, 87 is going to go to the S terminal on the respective solenoids. S on the GM and then S on the Ford. So that's our proposed circuitry. It's a test. We don't know if it's going to work. Probably will work. But we're going to actually make the circuitry with the components and check everything with the test light before installing it. If you have a 5-pin relay, it's common practice to only use 4 pins on it. If you have a 5-pin, you can still use it. You don't have to go and get a 4-pin. The pin numbers are usually 86, 85, 30, 87. And the 5th one in the middle is 87A. Just take that wire on your plug. It's the middle wire, and just seal it so no electricity can escape from the end of that wire. Just seal it off. This circuit we're on, it doesn't require it. Where you would use the 87A terminal would be like, yeah, let's say you have a dirt truck. It's got a light bar on top, for example. When the bar comes on, the headlights go out because you wanted it that way, because you can see better without the headlights on. But in our case, we just need 4 pins out of the 5. The relay is numbered, you know, to differentiate between them. Usually, you know, 86 is the power that carries 12-volt current to the relay, tells it to wake up and to go on. The 85 pin is ground, and if it's not grounded right, it won't come on. And 30 is to the battery, and 87 is to the accessory, whatever you're trying to turn on. I like relays. I think they're very good at protecting electrical components. Here's the circuitry for our dual electric fans. It came with a wiring kit. No, actually I think we had to buy the wiring kit. Yeah, and it comes 2 relays, 2 circuit breakers, but we added a fuse block. And it gave us multiple places to get positive, get 12 volt, and multiple places to ground. So we made ourselves a little panel to hook everything to, instead of having all that all over the place. And this way it's in one central area and works out real good.